Queens and Kings, my name is Thandeka Shabangu. Welcome to my channel. If it is your first time here, welcome, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Welcome to today's tutorial where we'll be doing our beaded necklace. So this is a neck piece that we'll be doing, and it's going to be a very quick, no more part 2, part 3. This is going to be only one part, touch and go. It's a very simple and quick necklace to do. So what materials we'll be using for today's tutorial? We'll be using a needle, we'll be using upholstery thread, and we'll be using our plastic beads. Not sure about the sizes of these beads, but they are usually called amakoboshe, the thick, and they're usually used in Zulu tradition. Yes. So, Queens and Kings, let's get started. And Kings, just a quick disclaimer, please. If you hear sounds, there's construction happening outside. Yes, will be there a lot of sounds. Please don't mind that. So, back to the video. I have my needle and my upholstery thread. Now, because will be working with bigger beads, thicker beads, I will be using a double thread, meaning at the bottom I'll be joining the two threads. I won't use a single thread. Ne? So let's start off with creating our knots. I'm going to create 3 knots. Not number 1, knot number 2, and knot number 3. And I pull my thread all the way, just make sure it doesn't get tangled here at the bottom, all the way until you pull all of it like this. And then I'm going to pick up, so I'm going to use 2 different colors. Ne? I'm going to use dominantly red beads, and I'll use these, I don't know, this is navy like purple like ish, but they're like pearls. Ne? So I'm going to use a dominantly red and sprinkle it with the navy. Okay, so I'm going to create my stopper bead. I take my needle and I push it all the way to the end like this. So this is the tail, and I insert my thread in the opposite direction, and then I pull. Okay, if you want to secure extra, you can just insert your needle like this, then you pull, and then you create a knot. Oops, insert your needle into the knot. So this is, you are securing now. You are extra securing. The stopper bead is secure, but now you are extra securing. So you created that knot here. Okay. So now let's start off. I'm going to start off by picking up 3 beads. Or let me do this off camera, and then I'll go through it once I've picked up my beads. Okay, so I have my stopper beads. I picked up 3 red beads, 1 navy, 2 red beads, 1 navy, 3 red beads, 1 navy, 3 red beads, and 5 navy. So this is how it is. Ne? And then once you've picked up these beads, you're going to pick up 18 red beads. You pick up 18 red beads like this. Ne? So these are my 18 red beads. And then what you're going to do now, you're going to insert your needle into the 5 navy beads. Only, ne? Only into the 5 navy beads, nowhere else. Then you pull your thread like this. So you have this loop at the bottom. This loop. So this is how it looks like currently. Added all of my needle into only the blue beads, ne? The navy beads. Now I pick up 3 red beads, 1 navy and 3 red beads. So 3 red, 1 navy and 3 red. I take my needle and I insert it into the blue bead. So I skip the first blue bead and I insert my needle into the second blue bead like this. This is a nice and quick necklace that you can make. And then you're going to pick up 2 red beads, 1 navy and 2 red beads. 2 red, 1 navy and 2 red beads. Now, where are you going to insert your needle? Remember, this is our stopper bead, so it's out. The bead after your stopper bead, that is where you're going to insert your needle. See? Yes. And then you pull nicely. That was like a loose thread. I was so scared. I was like, that means my thread torn somewhere. And it's just a loose thread. Okay. Now, this is how your necklace is looking so far. No? So, now you have to turn and move down. You're going to pick up 5 red beads. 5 red beads. You take your needle and you insert it into the first blue bead. Like this. And then you pull. See, it created like a circle. And then you pull like this. Now, you're going to pick up 2 red beads, 1 navy, and 3 red beads. 2 red, 1 navy, and 3 red. 2 red, 1 navy, and 3 red beads. You skip the first navy and you insert your needle into the one that's protruding, that navy bead. Then you pull your thread nice and neatly. Okay. So at this point, you're going to pick up 3 red beads, 5 navy, and 4 red beads. 3 red, 5 navy, and 4 red beads. Here's my 3 red beads, 5 navy, and 4 red beads. Now, from the loop, from the red loop, you're going to count 4 beads and insert your needle into the 5th bead. How do you go about? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you leave the 4 beads outside and then insert your needle only into the 5th bead. You left the 4 beads outside and insert your needle only into the 5th bead. And this is how it looks like. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to pick up 13 red beads. 13 red beads. These are my 13 beads. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to insert my needle only into the 5 navy beads. There we go. Insert your needle only into the 5 navy beads, and then you pull. Okay, so this is how it looks like. I think I'm going to say this is how it looks like for a long time. Okay, so now you're going to pick up 3 red beads, 1 navy, and 3 red beads. 3 red, 1 navy, and 3 red beads, like this. Now you insert your needle into the navy bead that's protruding, that's on the outside. This one will be difficult to insert it because it has already been inserted. So the protruding one is the one that you're going to use, like this. And then you pick up 2 red beads, 1 navy, and 2 red beads. 2 red, 1 navy, and 2 red beads. Now, where are we going to insert this one? Remember here at the top, you had 5 beads. Okay, let me not explain it like that. It might be a bit confusing. So from the navy bead, you're going to count 3 beads and then insert upwards and then insert your bead into the 3rd bead. So red bead number 1, red bead number 2, and red bead number 3. You insert your needle into that red bead, only into that red bead, and then you pull. And this is how it looks like. Now, so now you're going to pick up 5 beads. So every time when you turn down, you pick up your 5 beads. This is the same thing that we're doing, I think, a few minutes ago. Yes, when we're moving down. But we're going to do it several times just so that we can be sure that we grasped the concept. Nothing is going to change here moving forward. The way you move down and the way you move up is going to be the same. Exactly the same. Exactly the same. Okay, so now you're going to pick up 2 red beads, 1 navy, and 3 red beads. 3 red beads. This is how it looks like. Then insert your needle into the navy bead that is protruding. Not this one, but the second one. Now you're going to pick up 3 red beads, 5 navy beads, and 4 red beads. 3 red beads, 5 navy, and 4 red beads. I'm still picking up my 4 red beads. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. So this is how it is. 3 red, 5 navy, and 4. Now, from the loop-de-loop, loop-de-loop, you're going to insert your needle into the 5th bead, 5th red bead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th red bead, that is where and only there that you are going to insert your needle. And this is how it looks like. Now we're moving up. When we go up, how many beads do we pick up? We pick up 13 red beads. So I'm just going to pick up my 13 red beads off camera and then I'll come back. Okay, so I've picked up my 13 red beads. Here they are. And then you insert your needle only into the navy beads. Only into the blue beads or the navy beads. I call them blue, sometimes I'll call them navy. Yes. Pull nicely, make sure it's nice and secure. And this is how it looks like. So now moving forward, you're going to pick up 3 red beads, 1 navy, and 3 red beads. Then I insert my needle into the navy bead that is protruding. See, black upholstery thread, I am beefing with you. Every time I'm trying to do right, you tangle yourself. I am tired. Black upholstery thread, I am tired. I think with different people, we need to go our own way. Okay? We want different things in life. You want to be tangled, and I don't want to be tangled. I want to move forward with my beading, okay? But I always feel you holding me back. Black upholstery thread when I catch you. So, 2 red, 1 navy, and 2 red. From the bottom, you count 1, 2, 3, and you insert your needle into the 3rd bead like this. And then you pull. So this is the process, queens and kings. When you move down, it's the same. When you move up, it's the same. So I'm just going to move down and up one more time, and then we'll be done with this tutorial. So we start off with picking up 5 red beads. 5 red beads. Take your needle, insert it into the navy bead, and then you pull. Then you pick up 2 red, 1 navy, and 3 red beads. 2 red, 1 navy, and 3. So you copy from your navy, like, oh, okay, there was 2 red beads, there was navy, and then there was 3 red beads. See, that's the nice thing about the necklace. You just copy from your neighbor and you're like, ah, okay, this is what you're doing. Okay. And here we are. Now you're going to pick up your 3 red beads, 5 navy, and 4 red beads. Okay, 3 red, 5 navy, and 4 red beads. Now you're going to count 4 beads and then insert your needle into the 50th beads. Only into the 5th bead. Only. No other. No matter what. And then you're going to pick up 13 red beads. 13 red beads when you turn and creating the loop de loop. I have my 13 beads. It's a lot. Here are my 13 beads. Black upholstery thread doing what it's known for. Then insert your needle into the 5 navy beads. Then you pick up 3 red beads. Just copy from your neighbor. So there was 3 red beads. So that means you're going to pick up 3 red beads. And there was a navy bead. That means you also pick up a navy bead. And then there was 3 red beads. That means you also pick up your 3 red beads. Take your needle, insert it into, and then you pull that navy bead. Then copy from your neighbor, there's 2 red beads. You do the same, 1 navy, You do the same, and 2 red beads. Remember the third, that's where you're going to insert. And you see, in the previous, they inserted in, they picked up 2. So that's why you pick up 2 and not 3. You insert into the 4th. So this is how it looks like, queens and kings. Yes. So this is the necklace, queens and kings. Now, this is where we're going to stop with this tutorial. It's very simple and very quick. I think in a day, you can make 2 necklaces. You can make, let me say, a minimum of 2 necklaces, because I know other people who would make about 4. Hey, I'm a boss. So it's very nice and quick and nice and simple. So let me push this necklace and then I'll come back maybe after about 30 minutes and I'll come back and show you my progress. But this is where we're going to stop with the tutorial. It's the same, you do the same thing moving down and moving up. Moving down and moving up. It's the same thing. Remember, when you're moving down, you start with your 5 beads. When you're moving up for the loop, you start with your 13 beads and then you continue. If you want to make your necklace a bit longer, you can just add here, when you're starting in the foundation, when you start, you can just add, maybe you can, after this 3 red beads, you can add 1 navy, and then you have 4 red beads and 1 navy and another 4 red beads, and then you'll pick up your 5 navy and your 18 beads when you're creating a loop, just to make it a bit longer. You would like it to be a bit longer. Yeah, that's how it is, queens and kings. I'll just come back quickly and show you later on how my progress is after 30 minutes. Yes. So here's the necklace, queens and kings. Yes, I've finished. But it didn't take me 30 minutes. It took me more than 30 minutes. Now it's around 5:15, and when I started it was around 1:30. Yes. When we started the tutorial and I had to take breaks, I kept on taking breaks. I made lunch, I cooked dinner. So yes, so this is how it is. This necklace, I think it'll be perfect. You know that Maasai blue and red Maasai material? Oh, imagine if you had that as a head wrap and then you had this necklace and you had a matching belt. Ah, it will be beautiful. I'm sorry for the background noise. The kids in my street are excited. I don't know what for. They're always making noise. So this is the necklace, queens and kings. Yeah, and it's finished. If you want a merchant bell, come to me. I'll sort you out. You have to pay, of course. Thank you so much for watching, queens and kings. I love you guys so much. Remember to love yourself, respect yourself, honor yourself, and have fun. If you love the content that you're seeing, please consider subscribing. And if you can, please watch the adverts. See you on the next video. Bye. Oh, another thing that you're going to do to finish it off here, you can just fasten a long string, and this side too. So when you wear it, you use the string to fasten and keep it in place. Bye.